Alright, we got a Stihl vintage 075 electronic gas chainsaw. It's 111cc, runs 404 chain. Built this out of several saws. It's got a decent used bottom end in it with new crank seals, fresh piston and rings. The tanks have been repainted. All the recoil starter assembly parts have been replaced. It's got new fuel lines, impulse hoses, the crank seals, gaskets, intake manifold, air cleaner. This top cover is new. The lower rear handle assembly is new. The rubber on that handle assembly is also new. This front handle is new. Everything works on the saw. It's got a manual oiler down here. No chain brake on the saw. It's got a nice solid muffler on it. Basically nothing is stripped out or broken on the saw. There is one small crack on the inner fan shroud at the thinnest part. It's only about 1/4 inch wide and there is a crack there, but this whole assembly holds it tight enough to where it's really not an issue. It's not going to affect anything. When I built this, I built this quite a while ago. It's probably about 6 months. I put it all together. I fired her off for the first time. It was acting like it had an intake leak. Had some issues. Frustrated the hell out of me. I just picked it up last week. Sat down with it. Really thought about it. Checked everything. Everything was checking out. Turned out that the fuel inlet lever in the carburetor was bent slightly, and it was just enough to start it for fuel, enough to where it wouldn't really want to do much more than idle and run in the lower RPM range. Got that back to where it should be. Runs out excellent now. It was a fun project. If you were a logger back in the 70s, this is probably what you would have used. Actually, had run into a few loggers around here, older ones, and when they see this, they get kind of misty-eyed and start reminiscing. It's been a fun project. I don't see myself cutting with it. It'd probably make somebody a good milling saw, or I mean, it is collectible. It is collectible. I mean, if you've got some big wood to buck up, this will definitely do it. I mean, if you wanted to run a 4-foot bar on this, you could. Like I said, everything works. There's been a lot of things replaced on this. I do have an original owner's manual for it. It's just about perfect. There's a couple pages here in the first, looks like about the first 3 pages have got some folds in them. You could probably iron those out. But that's all there. That's in good shape. That'll go with the saw. I've got a full wrap handlebar. If the winning bidder wants, I can throw this in for the saw for $30. The only thing I am missing for this handlebar is the clutch side lower mount. I don't have one of those. All the vibration isolators, I believe I replaced all of them. I think they are all new. They're nothing spongy in that. It's a pretty nice, good running example of this. You'd be hard pressed to find one this nice anywhere. It's not a museum quality restoration or anything, but I mean, again, you'd be hard pressed to find a nicer example. It's about 40 degrees in here, so we'll give you a true cold start. It's got a lot of compression. And it's low. pretty nice saw. Pretty nice saw. It's heavy. I mean, you wouldn't want to carry it around in the woods all day. It is powerful. What it makes for in power, it kind of lacks in chain speed. The older saws work quite as fast as the new ones, but they run a long time and they do have a lot of power. Probably make somebody a good milling saw. Do with her what you will. I've got other projects I need to get onto, and that's about it. Thanks for looking.